International University. He would be the first Latino on Donald Trump's cabinet. That would fill out what had been a rather noticeable hole. He's also more of an establishment figure than Andy Buster was. Buster was kind of a wild card, not unlike Trump himself. Acosta is certainly conservative. He clerked for Samuel Alito when Alito was on the appeals court, but he does have government experience. He served on the National Labor Relations Board. He was an assistant attorney general in the Justice Department. He's been the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of Florida, and all three of those jobs required Senate confirmation. So he has been through the ringer and come out clean.
Much more of an insider than an outsider.
That's right.
So the president held his press conference yesterday that ended up going in a whole lot of directions, but it was supposed to be about announcing this new cabinet pick, right?
Kind of. The president spent about a minute on the Acosta announcement out of the hour plus he spent addressing questions. Really what this news conference was about was pushing back against a media storyline that painted a picture of a White House beset by problems. There was the ouster of the president's national security advisor, the travel ban that was blocked by the federal courts, stories of infighting, chaos. Trump insists it is not a chaotic scene at the White House, but in fact his White House is operating like a fine-tuned machine. Even as he was offering that defense, though, he tried to guess how his news conference would be covered in today's papers.
Tomorrow they will say, Donald Trump rants and raves at the president of India. He's telling you that he disarms people. But, I'm not ranting and raving. I love this. I'm having a good time doing it.
And in fact, the senior administration official said the president was in good spirits after the news conference. He'll be in even better spirits tomorrow, probably, when he's hosting a campaign-style rally in Florida. It's a rally by his supporters rather than White House headaches.
Yeah, so one of those headaches is the fact that he needs a new national security advisor. He wanted Robert Harwood to do this job after Flynn was ousted, but Harwood took himself out of the running. What happened?
Yeah, Harwood is a retired Navy vice admiral. He's a former Navy SEAL, and when now Defense Secretary James Mattis was the commander at Central Command, Harwood was his number two, so he did seem like he had an inside track for the National Security Advisor job. Last night, though, we learned he had turned it down. Harwood cited a mix of family and financial concerns, but also staffing issues, which suggests that maybe he wasn't comfortable working with some of the people